There are stories that never die. They echo. They echo through sagas, through fear, through memory. And few stories are more haunting than the legend of the berserker. They say these warriors felt no pain, that they rushed into battle without armor, howling like wolves, eyes wild, foam on their lips, consumed by rage so deep it turned them into something begging. But who were they really? Possessed warriors? Victims of madness? Or simply men? Weaponized by belief, shaped by myth, and remembered through the lens of fear? Let's find out. The word berserker comes from Old Norse, berserk. Some interpret it as bare-shirted, meaning they went into battle without armor. Others believed it meant bare-shirted, that they wore pelts of bears to take on the beast's strength. In the Icelandic sagas, berserkers are both awe-inspiring and terrifying. They could crush bones, bite their shields, and fight through wounds that would kill ordinary men. But they weren't always heroic. Many sagas describe berserkers as unstable and dangerous, even during peacetime. Kings supposedly used them as shock troops, elite warriors to unleash at the worst moment. But what happens when a weapon can't be sheathed? Imagine living in a world where violence was constant, where fear was normal, and the ability to feel nothing at all was kind of a superpower. One theory suggests that berserkers were high, literally. The red and white Amanita muscaria mushroom grows across the north, and it's known to cause hallucinations, disorientation, and altered states of consciousness. Some think berserkers used it to fuel their frenzy. While it might cause aggression in some, it causes vomiting and paralysis in others. There's also no solid link in the sagas between mushrooms and the berserkers' behavior. Others think it was psychological. Through intense breathing, chanting, and sensory overload, berserkers may have entered a self-induced trance, a kind of controlled madness. The body goes numb, the mind narrows, and fear disappears. Modern science might call it dissociation or trauma, or something close to the fight response taken to an extreme. And then there's the literary theory that berserkers were never real at all, that they were metaphors in poetry, symbols of chaos, fate, and the danger of unchained violence. Could a warrior truly become more than himself, or are we chasing shadows cast by the flicker of myth? Whether they lived or not, berserkers still speak to something timeless, the desire to silence fear, to feel nothing in the face of death, to become pure action in a brutal age that wasn't just powerful, it was necessary. But the appeal of the berserker has always carried danger. They weren't always feared by their enemies. They were feared by their own. Because to become a perfect weapon, you have to lose something first. Conscious, connection, control. The berserker wasn't just a killer, he was a question. What do we become when we abandon control? And who do we fear more, the monsters in the woods or the one inside ourselves? Today, the word berserk means frenzied, out of control, but in the old world, it meant something else. A transformation, a surrender, a story that still lingers in our blood and language. Even in modern Norwegian, we still say it, å gå berserk, to go berserk, to lose control completely. The word survived, just like the legend. The berserkers may have vanished from history, but their legend remains, not because we understand them, but because on some level we still recognize them. What do you think? Were the berserkers touched by gods, drugged by mushrooms, or simply men who broke under the weight of their world? Thanks for watching. If stories like this spark your curiosity, consider subscribing. I publish a new piece every Sunday, exploring the strange corners of history and the people who walked them.